Hi friends, welcome to this fourth video on spin selling technique. In the first video we talked about how it is important for a salesman to be able to display seeking behavior and get the customer talking. More the customer talks, more the chances that you will be successful in your effort to sell. In the second video we talked about how the spin technique works, how the four questions are related, how we move from establishing context with situation questions, exposing the implied need by asking problem questions. In this video, we are going to talk about how do we make this implied need move into something known as the explicit need. Now, what does implied need means? Implied need means the customer is understanding there's a problem, but he is not desperate for a solution. When you make this implied need move into an explicit need, that is, the customer becomes desperate for a solution, he will probably lap up the product and services that you are able to offer far better. So a salesman's ability, through asking certain relevant questions, if he is able to make the implied need move into the zone of becoming an explicit need, he is going to be an extremely successful salesman. So this is never done by coaxing a customer or telling the customer to do something, but making him think and asking him questions, relevant questions known as the implication questions. Implied questions are quite difficult to ask. You need to be able to very subtly give an implication. So what you need to say is that if this problem is not solved, don't you see that this would be another problem that would be there. This is an issue that will further impact it. I'll give you an example in pharma selling here. Now, for example, the doctor says that there is a side effect that a particular product gives rise to. So if you are giving a particular drug and that gives you blurring of vision or it gives you sedation, the doctor says, yeah, the patient is sick, sedation is okay. So your ability to be able to tell the customer, sir, if these patients are able to drive and if they are sedated, they may get into an accident. If they are heavily sedated, they may not be able to work more. There may be a higher work loss. Do this, they are already sick, they get affected by that, then you put them on a medication, that medication makes them even more sick. These patients must be really harassed. No? So your ability to aggravate the problem, aggravate the implied need into something more that it may affect and focus his attention on the larger picture is something that you try and do by asking relevant implication questions. Let me give you some examples of implication questions. What if we don't solve this? What if you don't address this issue? What would be a long-term impact of this? If you don't address this issue, how would your image be impacted, your business be impacted, your practice be impacted? So there are a couple of these questions. Let's say someone says that, okay, you need to service something very frequently. If you don't get service, what will happen? What is the cost involved if these issues are not addressed well? So a couple of these implication questions play a very, very important role in establishing the context and making the customer talk. So if you have set the context right, if you have been able to get the implied need well, your ability to spend some time of converting the implied need to something larger, the perceptual value, the whole equation changes, and the customer is then more than willing to buy in a solution if he is able to see the implications. So your ability to give certain implications in your selling process when you've got a new product or a service to offer which is differentiated, you need to convert the implied need to explicit need. Otherwise, the customer will not value your solution as much. So it's very, very important doing this. At the end of this video, I'll just share a story. The earlier style of selling that most people do, the telling style of selling or the giving style of selling, is also called the spray and pray style of selling, in which an individual goes with all the features and benefits that an individual has got, and like a machine gun fires all the bullets there, and he hopes that one of the bullets will hit the customer and thereby get a sale. But when you are coming to spin selling technique, in spin selling technique you are actually going into the revolver kind of a thing. You go and ask the customer, how are you? Then you would ask him where the heart is. If the bullet is hit to the heart, what will happen? it will bleed and kill, and then you hit that bullet. So your ability to get the customer is more targeted and more specific. You don't use all the features and benefits of your product, but use targeted features and benefits of the product which are very, very relevant to your customer. And how is this relevant is established? The relevance is established by setting up a good context, asking appropriate problem questions that expose implied needs, make these implied needs convert into explicit needs by asking appropriate implication questions, and then also wait. There's no hurry in giving in the solution immediately. We will talk about what are the need payoff questions and the final bit that you need to do in order to become a super salesman. Keep watching this series. Till then, God bless and thank you.